Toss sweep R. So this guy is used as an alternative to the run, shoot, sweep left. We're going to talk about what are the typical ways to stop it. Don't do what that guy did. And sort of how you want to run this play. So you noticed on that last run, there's two ways they're going to open up. There's going to be a lane in the middle there where the center's running, and then there's also going to be a lane down low. So typically what you want to do is guys will want to trap you down low here. With Sanders, of course, you're a little too fast to really see that, but guys want to trap you down low there, and then they're just going to have their guys help out with them. So what you want to be able to do is to exploit that middle area. That way when a guy tries to overplay that, you're giving that, but you also have the opportunity to go back outside as well if that's what you want to do. So there's not a whole lot more really to say about the offensive running of this play. Note the pulling guard, right? You're going to get guard pulls, and really we're going to focus on that guard when we run this play because his role is pretty important in terms of how you're actually going to defend this play. Alright, enough offense, let's punt. Let's do some defense. So first thing you're going to notice about this play is that the ROLB is in a position to be able, he's basically like the wasted defender on this play. So I'm going to use cornerback, well actually I'm going to use free safety. Notice that he runs all the way out there. Don't do what I just did, I'll actually show you the better way later on. So because he's a wasted player, then obviously from here you can use it. Now watch as I use the technique. When that guard is trying to pass through, when he's coming in trying to find his target, you don't want to be his target. So what you want to do is you want to delay. Ooh, that was ugly. That was really ugly. What you want to do is when the RLB is coming down, you want to make a cut with a timing that you basically pass his shoulder, and it's of course going to be a little while now that I have to get the ball back, kick it off. So that's the one way to do it. And then you can basically repeat that with any of, RCB, free safety, other players. So that's not a hard thing to do. It just requires a little time and a little practice. That's one of the few times you're actually going to see me try to miss a field goal. So here again, we're going to show this down right there. See, you want to get in that angle. Notice 2nd down and 7. Now against a man, it's not going to have that same timing. You're going to have to pursue him a little bit from the backside, but and again, don't you can do the timing a little bit tighter than I'm doing right here. Kofor is a little fast. I'm a little uncomfortable with him in this play, but see right there, didn't quite get far enough to be able to. Ooh, man. I'm really getting humiliated. He's got to get just a little bit farther on that play before you actually go in there and try to make a stop. So that's the RLB thing. It works well with all the other plays. Now, obviously, RLB, he's slow. If you got a bad matchup there, the guy's just going to be able to beat you with speed. So what you're going to want to do in that case is you got a couple of things that we can show. So the first one is if you're LOLB, because you're going to be trying to defend the FB power dive. Again, this is a speed dependent matchup, but you just go in there and you just take the guy on and then you beat him. Again, notice even though I'm CPU guy, he's still able to get the corner on me. So it's really only appropriate if you are like a guy like Simon Fletcher or something that you have that kind of speed. So another thing you can do if you're trying to take away the middle, and this is probably going to be a touchdown, but just take this guy. And again, the speed, that backup speed is tricky. So it works more against like a team like the Jets, where you had Johnny Hector and you got Blair Thomas in the backfield. Those guys won't be able to get quite the same burst that Neil Anderson does. So that's sort of like something you keep in the back of your mind. It's not really that great of a play, but those are some of the situations you're going to find yourself in if you have that other combination. So then there's another way that this can be defended, where you basically string the guys out, and this can be kind of iffy, but it gives you an alternative that doesn't involve hard cutting in if you're at a speed disadvantage. So this time we're going to go out and motion up here, and then notice the curl right there. So the guy finds, in this case, I think it's a strong safety, but the guy will find his target right there, and you're just going to come in right after he does that. Now, against the man, that play isn't going to work quite as cleanly. He's going to have a little bit more play right there. He's going to potentially come back and tackle you, so you got to be careful about that. But this is a thing that you can do, of course, when you got like the whole freaking complement of guys coming after you. You can get that, you can deal with that assignment that way. And there's a number of different variations on that you can do, which are all really based on, hey, just hang out and then cut through the blockers there. So see, that's one of the cases that you run into. If you use that, right, you don't have the matchup there, guy winds up coming back in on you. So that's the toss sweep R thing, and you see RCB here. Even though I have really slow RCB, it's a similar concept when you get an effective contain on that. So that's the toss sweep R. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I don't think you necessarily learned a whole lot, but I mean, fundamentals are fundamentals. So leave your comments, and I'll see you next time.